Hey guys, welcome back to Amative the Artist. We're gonna talk about one of my favorite topics here, and that's good old Frank Miller. Now, Frank is an icon. Frank has done a lot of things in the comic book space. His style was gritty, unforgiving at times, but it wasn't always that way. But it got to be that way, and it became a signature style and what we know Frank for, right? Especially in Sin City, Dark Knight, Sin City, things like that. And we really became to know him for that. So we're gonna talk about his new cover, set to drop in August for DC, and it's a Batman cover. I think it's Detective Comics 1100. Yeah, it's a new Frank Miller, it's a new way. But so we're gonna touch base on that real quick here. But first, guys, listen, if you're new here, thank you for choosing this video. And if you're an old subscriber and you're like, oh man, this guy's posting videos again, yes I am. And I will also do once in a while my building my universe of comic book characters that's still on deck. It's just that's harder to produce, and so I will take my time with those. And as those become available, I'll create a playlist. I'll load it up here, and I will still build that out. You know, it's just fun stuff that we're doing here with comic books. But before we do anything at all, I just want you to take a quick look at something real quick. And I thought I had it here. Hold on one second. I guess I do not. One second. We're gonna get through this. All right, so now we're back. Okay, cool. There probably was a cut in between there. So obviously I'm not monetized yet, right, guys? So what I want you to do is I want you to go, and I'm gonna put this in the description down below. Now these are older designs. This store has been dead for a long time, but I'm gonna put it back up so that way I can start monetizing before I get monetized. Right, that's the goal here, to get monetized, build a channel out, things like that. But these are old designs. These are from years and years ago. I added, a couple of new things. This is my other channel, the Boxing on Rap. I have a boxing channel for those of you who are interested in boxing. I'll also link that in the description box down below. Check it out if you want to. So, and as I get more designs in, because I am actively working on it, I will put more stuff in. I will separate it all, and it'll be nice and neat. But right now, there's not many designs, so I'm just gonna keep it up on the same page. If you would please go visit, see anything you like in there. Now, that's enough with the shameless plug-in, and we're gonna go straight here. So here we are, Frank Miller's Batman cover, Detective Comics 1100. Okay, so as the story goes, Frank Miller unveils a striking variant cover for the Detective Comics 1100, hitting shelves in August 2025. The anniversary issue features stories by Tom Taylor, Greg Rucka, Mario Tamaki, and Dan Waters. Rob Liefeld praises Frank Miller's continually evolving and influential artistic style in modern comics. The Comics 1100 celebrates Batman's legacy with top creators and a landmark oversized edition. Okay, so they say here they're always cool with, always happy to run a Frank Miller cover or three. Look at how he interprets and reinterprets characters, often in a way very different to his past stylings. And today for Detective Comics 1100 by Tom Taylor, we just mentioned all those names and all of these, and Bill Sienkiewicz. Actually, Bill Sienkiewicz is actually almost in a similar wheelhouse. But okay, let's look at this cover. Bam, guys. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna tell you what I think is going on with Frank Miller, right? So he started off very different. He started off very traditional, and then he moved on, as everybody else does, get stylized over time. The more you draw, put it like this: like coming from an amateur artist as I am, when you draw, you tend to put these lines down, and as the lines get put down, you find new lines and you sketch it, and you go, oh, that seems similar, that seems similar, that seems similar, and so forth and so on. And when you do that, you find new ways to do things. Like you might do a line by mistake, and you like the way that line looks, and you kind of keep incorporating it. And that's how a style evolves. That's how pretty much everyone's style evolves. This is pretty much how Frank's style evolves. Now I'm gonna get to what I think is happening here in a second. But let's take a look. So this is Frank, recent, infamous Wolverine, right? Like Blade, Devil. I don't know what this is here. Sabretooth. Listen, you thought this Wolverine was bad? That Wolverine right there. That is levels upon weird. This is interesting. This you know what, let me move myself up here and kind of like, because this appears on the second side here. Like this here is interesting, right? But we weren't paying attention. He was starting to go down this route 100 issues ago in Detective Comics, and probably a little before. So you see this variant right here for Detective Comics 1000, and what you're seeing here is basically the evolution of what you see now. This is the transitional phase. So let me see if I can get a bigger one. Detective Comics. Myself back down here, and then we're gonna go Detective Comics. Right. So again, you see it here. You see it here. Frank's work was starting. This is like in between the Sin City type style and the style you see now. And we just didn't pay attention. Now, there's an interesting thing that I noticed. This style looks a lot better when it's in black and white. You see that? When Frank's work is in black and white, it's better. It's better. But what's going on with Frank, right? That's really what I'm going to touch base on, and I'm going to tell you what I think is actually going on. So let's take a look at Frank. I keep doing this. I forget that I cannot move. Anyway, so this is Frank slightly younger. And if you notice, as the years go on, Frank starts to get a little deformed, right? His back is giving out. He's kind of got like a tilt to him, right? And I think Frank, like look at this picture, right? He's twisted, right? And kind of mangled a little bit. I think Frank, it maybe intentionally, unintentionally, is mirroring himself. And I myself am suffering from some sort, like, I have hand issues, I'm starting to get arthritis, it hurts. I think his style is starting to be more simplistic because he wants to stay active. And I think he can no longer be as detailed as he wanted to be because of his physical ailments. This is a way for him to kind of still get work out with just simple lines, right? I think it's just a matter of his hands. I could be wrong. He could be healthier than me in his hands. But it just makes sense to me. If you look at the way he looks like in here, you see like his evolution. I mean, he's gotten twisted as time has gone on, right? Young man Frank didn't look like that. You see what I'm saying? And as time went on, he started to get more, and he's only 68 years old. He's old, but he's not super old. And he's just getting like gnarly looking, right? So I'm thinking that's what it is with Frank. I'm thinking it's more of a health issue with his artwork than it is like him just trying to be like a super rock star. And mind you, by the way, if you take a look here at that whole way that the Batman is just sitting on that rope, that could never happen. That is the most wrong. Like, but anyway, in any event, I think that's what's going on with Frank. It's easier for him to draw this way, quicker. He enjoys it because I think he genuinely loves to draw. And I think now we're at the point where Marvel is like, and anybody is DC, and anybody who hires him is saying, if we hire Frank, we're gonna get that instant, controversy. So why not? Right? Why not? And I think that's what's happening. You just get in that why not, and it brings eyes to the books. And that's the thing with what's going on with Frank. I don't think anything else is really going on. I think it's health wise. Otherwise than that, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Again, check out the store, but I think that's what is going on with Frank. So now that I'm kind of leaning that way with it, I'm not getting mad at him too much. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it's not. Some of it is not for me. Some of it does look interesting. But at the end of the day, I think it's more just that. I think it's just his health is starting to catch up to him. And I think he wants to do the Bruce Willis thing, put out as much work as possible before things don't work anymore. And this is the way to do it. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what do you think. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. And I'm out. Peace.